The United States Marine Corps just activated one of the largest helicopter deployments in recent history. Across military installations in the Middle East, CH-53K King Stallion heavy lift helicopters are appearing on flight lines at a pace not seen since the height of operations in Afghanistan. This isn't a drill, and it's happening right now. The King Stallion represents a complete transformation in how the Marines move equipment and personnel into combat zones.
What?
Each aircraft can carry 27,000 pounds of cargo, or 37 combat-loaded troops. That's triple the lifting capacity of the older Super Stallion it's replacing.
Hey! Fire move! Bring out! Bring out! Shift left! Shift left! Brad, push further!
When tensions with Iran reached critical levels following recent naval confrontations in the Strait of Hormuz, the Pentagon made the decision to flood forward operating bases with these machines.
Worst case would be we do this and then somebody takes over who's as bad as the previous person. Most of the people we had in mind are dead. So, we had some in mind from that group that is dead.
At Camp Arifjan in Kuwait, the buildup is impossible to miss. Flight crews arrive before dawn, running pre-flight checks on rows of King Stallions parked wing to wing across the tarmac. Ground crews swarm each aircraft, loading everything from ammunition crates to tactical vehicles. The helicopters lift off in pairs, rotors churning the desert air, heading north towards staging areas closer to potential flashpoints. What makes this deployment different is the speed.
There's a real understanding here in Israel that the amount of incoming Iranian ballistic missile fire is expected to be greatly reduced in the days ahead. We've already seen Iran struggling to get large barrages of missiles off, and while at least 10 people were killed here by direct impacts,
traditional logistics require days to move heavy equipment overland through hostile or contested territory. The King Stallion changes that equation completely. A howitzer that would take a convoy 12 hours to transport can be slung beneath a King Stallion and delivered to a firebase in under 90 minutes. Anti-aircraft systems, fuel bladders, even light armored vehicles. All of it moves by air now. Marine infantry units are rotating through these forward bases in continuous cycles. They fly in, establish defensive perimeters, run combat rehearsals, then redeploy as fresh units take their place. The training is relentless. Every squad needs to know the terrain, the firing positions, the evacuation routes.
New strikes across Tehran tonight as the U.S.-Israeli war on Iran is expanding, systematically destroying Iran's military, blowing up its missiles, and killing its leaders.
There's no time to figure it out when bullets start flying. But here's what most people don't understand about this kind of operation. The helicopters themselves are only part of the equation. What really matters is what happens on the ground after they land. Because once those ramps drop and Marines step off into hostile territory, everything changes.
Where 9 Israelis were killed by another Iranian strike. Iran is not just hitting Israel, but multiple Arab countries. Iranian fighter jets attacked Qatar, but were shot down, according to the Qatari military. In Bahrain, Iranian drones hitting residential high-rise buildings.
The mission shifts from transportation to survival, and that's where the real preparation begins. The first thing that happens after touchdown is the establishment of a security perimeter. Marines don't unload cargo until the area is locked down. Rifle squads move out in a circular pattern, creating overlapping fields of fire that cover every approach angle.
We also projected 4 weeks to terminate the military leadership, and as you know, that was done in about an hour, so we're ahead of schedule there by a lot.
Machine gun teams take the high ground if there is any. If the terrain is flat, they dig in fast. Shovels hit dirt within minutes. Fighting positions get scraped out of sand and rock, just deep enough to provide cover from small arms fire. While the perimeter forms, logistics teams start breaking down the cargo. Ammunition gets sorted by type and distributed to squad leaders. Heavy weapons like javelin missiles and mortar tubes get unpacked and assigned to their crews. Everything has a place, and everyone knows where that place is before they even land.
President directed, and I quote, Operation Epic Fury is approved. No aborts. Good luck, close quote.
But the war is also spreading to new countries with new risks. In Saudi Arabia, drones targeting the U.S. embassy.
Communication is the next priority. Radio operators set up satellite antennas and establish links back to command. Without comms, the outpost is blind and isolated. Every position needs to report in, confirm frequencies, and run comm checks. If the radios go down, hand signals and runners become the backup.
Israel and U.S. forces still very much on alert tonight as Iran continues to fire. And now there's a new warning tonight from the State Department.
But that's a last resort nobody wants to rely on. Then comes the waiting. Not the passive kind. Marines rotate through watch shifts, scanning the horizon through rifle optics and thermal sights. Sniper teams log every vehicle, every person.
Order!
Every animal that moves within 2,000 meters. Patterns get recorded. Anomalies get reported. The goal is to know the environment so well that anything out of place triggers immediate alert. Meanwhile, helicopters continue their rotations. Supplies come in. Casualties, if there are any, go out. The King Stallions don't stay on the ground long. They land, offload, and lift off within minutes to avoid becoming targets themselves.
With ongoing attacks against this city, construction crews are here clearing away debris. And the State Department just a short while ago issued a warning to American citizens to evacuate from 14 countries in the Middle East, including Israel.
This is the reality of modern expeditionary warfare. It's not about holding territory anymore. It's about rapid insertion, overwhelming firepower, and the ability to disappear just as fast as you arrived.
Fire! Shelter! Watch it! Hold it! Fire move! Bring out! Bring out! Shift left! Shift left!
The Marines have been perfecting this for decades. Now, they're putting it to use in one of the most volatile regions on Earth. The ground teams can move in hours, what used to take weeks. They can establish a combat outpost before the enemy even knows they're there. And when the mission changes, they can pack up and vanish just as quickly. That's the advantage Iran is facing right now, and it's one they have no counter for.